If your cat sleeps next to you every night, pay attention, because it's not doing it out of love for you. Scientific research says something very different, and once you learn this truth, falling asleep tonight will be difficult. In this video, I'll share with you facts based on scientific research. What your cat feels while sleeping, how it affects your health, and that one thing most cat owners get completely wrong. Watch until the end, because the last part will change everything. Think about it. It's 2 a.m. You're asleep. Your cat slowly approaches, settles on top of you, and starts purring. Beautiful, right? But wait a moment. Why you specifically? Why tonight? Why this exact spot, on top of you, beside your head, between your legs? This is no coincidence. Behind every movement lies millions of years of evolution. And in this video, we'll take apart that perfect mechanism. But first, let's start with a fact that will shock you. Your cat doesn't sleep next to you because it loves you. It sees you as a resource. That sounds harsh, I know, but science supports it. Cats have been shaped throughout evolution as solitary hunters, solitary animals. They're not pack animals like dogs. So why do they come to you? The answer is simple: warmth, safety, and territory protection. The surface of the human body stays warm throughout the night, averaging 36 to 37 degrees Celsius. For a cat, this is an open invitation. Especially in winter months, the likelihood of cats sleeping next to humans increases considerably compared to summer. This is a search for warmth, not romance, but this doesn't explain everything. Because cats don't sleep next to strangers, so there is also something else there: trust. Cornell University animal behavior expert Dr. Catherine Hoopt has said, cats only fall into deep sleep in a place where they feel completely safe. You represent that place. So if your cat sleeps next to you, it is the highest mark of trust your cat can give you. It loves you, but in its own calculated way. But let's go deeper. Where does the cat sleep? Beside your head, on your chest, or between your legs? These details say a lot. Pay attention to where your cat sleeps, because each position is a separate message. And if you can read these messages, you'll understand your cat in a completely different way. If it sleeps beside your head, this is the strongest sign of attachment. The most heat radiates from the head area, but at the same time, the cat is protecting you there, choosing the highest observation point for itself. If it sleeps on your chest, it can hear the heartbeat. Researchers believe this creates a comfort similar to the sounds heard in the womb. This cat has formed a very deep emotional bond with you. If it sleeps between your legs, this is the cat's most independent sleeping position. It preserves its freedom of movement. It loves you but doesn't lose its independence. If it sleeps with its back turned to you, this looks strange but is actually a very great sign of trust. Cats turn their most vulnerable points, their belly and neck, only toward beings they completely trust. Animal behaviorist Pam Johnson-Bennett has said, a cat's body language is the language it uses instead of words. You are now learning this language. All of this is interesting. But now we come to the most shocking part: the cat's purr. Most people think this is only a sign of happiness. They're wrong. Purring is actually a weapon. When a cat purrs, it is healing you. This is not a metaphor. This is physiology. A cat's purring creates vibrations at a frequency between 25 and 150 Hz. This frequency range is recognized in science as the therapeutic zone for osteogenesis, that is, the repair of bone tissue. A study published in 2001 showed that these frequencies may increase bone density, but there's something even more interesting.
The Mayo Clinic determined in a 2015 survey that 41% of people who sleep with pets report that it improves their sleep quality. Because the cat's purring calms the pulse, reduces cortisol, the stress hormone, levels, and stimulates the release of oxytocin, the bonding hormone. In other words, when your cat sleeps next to you, you are biologically relaxing. This is not just psychological, it's chemistry. Animal-assisted therapy, which psychologists and animal therapists have been using for many years, is also based on this principle. Cat companionship has been clinically tested in the treatment of dementia, depression, and PTSD patients. Your cat's purr is not a passive sound. Every night as it sleeps beside you, it supports you at a biological level. How many nights did you lose without knowing this? But not everything is so wonderful. There are also risks to having a cat sleep next to you, and some of them will genuinely make you think. Especially for families with children. You want to skip this part, I know, but this is the most important part. Allergies. For people with asthma and allergies, having a cat in the bedroom disrupts not mood, but health. The FELD1 protein, the main allergen in cat fur, remains suspended in the air for hours. The American Academy of Allergy has given a clear recommendation on this subject. Children. It is not recommended for children under 2 years of age to sleep in the same bed as cats. This can create specific risks that restrict movement. Sleep quality. Interestingly, cats are crepuscular animals, meaning they are most active at dawn and in the late afternoon. A cat that wakes up in the middle of the night, thrashes around in the bed, or scratches your face with its paw disrupts your sleep. Mayo Clinic research has shown that 20% of cat owners associate sleep problems with their pets. What to do? The decision is yours, but make the decision knowing the facts. An informed choice is always more powerful than a blind one. Now we come to the least discussed but deepest part. What does it mean if your cat refuses to sleep next to you? This isn't just a matter of temperament. It could be a signal. Perhaps your cat doesn't come near you, and perhaps you haven't thought about this. But this behavior, keeping its distance, can say a lot. Cats withdraw from human closeness when under stress, when ill, or during changes in the home environment. If your cat, which previously slept next to you, has suddenly moved away from this habit, take note. Veterinarian Dr. Karen Becker has emphasized on this topic. Sudden changes in a cat's social behavior are often the first signal of health problems. On the other hand, some cats are never close, and this is completely normal. Temperament, breed, socialization history, all of these play a role. Siamese cats love human company, while the Russian blue is more independent. Observing your cat's behavior, sleeping, fleeing, watching, gives you the best information about its health. Cats don't shout their discomfort, they change their behavior. Now let's bring everything we've seen together. If your cat sleeps next to you, it is trust. Calculated, cool-headed, but real trust. It sees you as a resource, warmth, safety, comfort. This is its way of saying, I believe in you, in its own language. This is the purr. The vibration of purring works as a biological sedative. Cortisol drops, oxytocin rises. Every night, a small therapist sleeps beside you. This is a language. Where it sleeps, its position, the timing, all of it is a message. You are now reading this language. And finally, this is a responsibility. Knowing the risks, making conscious choices, being sensitive to changes in your cat's behavior. Albert Schweitzer, Nobel Prize laureate and author of The Philosophy of Reverence for Life, said, "The attention we show to every living being around us is part of what makes us human. Every night you share with your cat is proof of this connection. If this video gave you a new perspective, I'm sure you'll look at your cat differently tonight. In our next video, we'll talk about why your cat controls you. It's not that you own it, it owns you. This psychological dynamic will make you think deeply. Now write in the comment section below, where does your cat sleep? Beside your head? Between your legs? I want to know. Like, subscribe, because this channel is not for those who love cats, but for those who want to understand cats. See you in the next video.